How do you make Instagram work? What if you understood its algorithm so you knew how to get more followers and sell more of what you want to sell? That's what you're going to learn today. I'm Crystal King, the social media professor for HubSpot Academy. I teach social media to businesses so that they can grow bigger, better, and faster. Today I'm going to explain the Instagram algorithm, how it affects your content so you can maximize your marketing efforts to drive visibility, attract new customers, and reach more people. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Essentially, there are three main factors that determine what you see in your Instagram feed. First, interest and relevancy. Instagram will prioritize posts that it believes will be more interest to you or have greater relevance in comparison to the posts you've liked and engaged with in the past. This was a big shift when it first came about, moving posts from a chronological timeline to this new format, which focuses on the content topics you tend to view and how you're connected to the users you follow. This algorithm change proves to be a bit of a challenge for marketers, as many have seen a shift away from branded content being viewed. Some marketers are reporting that only 10% of the audience will ever see organic content. Compared to the 1% opportunity for your content to be seen on Facebook, that's not a statistic to take lightly in the marketing world. So keep this in mind as you think about your content's interest and relevancy levels. Currently, 90% of a user's Instagram feed are comprised of posts from friends and family. But the idea of a friend is a loose one. If a user likes a couple of posts from the same person, then they will soon see a lot of posts from that person in their feed, even if they're not the most recent. That brings us to number 2, timeliness. While Instagram is no longer chronological, it still considers timeliness to be important for prioritizing and will reorder only the new posts between a user's current visit and their last visit. That means if a friend has posted 5 photos since your last visit, and Instagram has determined that friend has relevancy to you, you'll see those 5 photos mixed into all the other top photos in your feed. The more a user refreshes during a session, the more likely they'll see content beyond those top individuals that Instagram considers their friends and family. That means it's probably best to post primarily when your audience is most active to improve your chances of being seen. So let's talk about relationships. This also connects deeply with the relevancy factor, showing you the accounts that you always interact with. The algorithm will take into consideration likes and how long a user looks at a post. It will also use information from Facebook to determine relationships. The good thing about this for brands, however, is that if a user spends a certain amount of time looking at an ad, they'll be more likely to see that ad again later or see ads in similar categories. The relationship factor will also take into account a user searching for a profile, ranking that profile higher in the feed moving forward. What this means is that brands need to engage regularly with their followers. Answer questions, reply to comments, and actively seek out engagement. This will in turn foster new interactions, thus boosting your profile and content in users' feeds. There are 3 additional criteria that play a smaller part in Instagram feed rankings: frequency, following, and usage. The first is frequency. This is based on how often a user accesses Instagram and will show the user what it considers to be the best post since the user's last visit. Next is following. The more people a user follows, the wider that pool that Instagram uses to show content, so the user will likely see less of any one specific brand or person. And the third criteria is usage. How long a user is on Instagram determines what they see. If it's a short session, you'll only see the best top priority post. If it's a longer session, then Instagram will dive deeper into the content mix of the people the user follows. This way of displaying content has led to some people accustomed to shorter sessions to think that Instagram is hiding posts in their feed. But if you're scrolling, you'll eventually see everything by everyone you follow. Are you with me? Tell me what you think in the comment box below. There are a few other points to consider when thinking about the Instagram algorithm. Instagram doesn't look at photo or video content differently. One type of content will rank higher if a user engages with it more often, but unlike some other channels, video will not rank over photos and vice versa. Instagram's feed doesn't favor users who use Stories, Live, or IGTV. It doesn't matter if you have a business or personal account. Instagram doesn't give better visibility for one over the other. What matters is great content. While Instagram says that being shadow banned isn't real, there are a lot of indications that it might be. What is shadow banning? It's the act of blocking a user's content on social media sites in such a way that the user doesn't know it's happening. If you're shadow banned on Instagram, your content won't appear on anyone's feed unless they already follow you. This can happen if you use bots to run your account, use too many hashtags, or if you've exceeded certain following limits. It can also happen if you're using a popular hashtag that has been overtaken by inappropriate content, which leads to Instagram removing access to that hashtag for a period of time. For more information on banned hashtags and how to combat shadow banning, check the description for a link. So how do you get around the algorithm and still have your content be seen? Let's look at some of the possibilities. First, you want to post frequently. It's especially beneficial if you're doing frequent story posts, which tend to have higher engagement and will improve the chance that your content will appear in a user's feed. Ask questions in posts to boost engagement. Reply to comments quickly to further engagement and build affinity among your followers. Use trending hashtags. You can use a service like Hashtagify to help you find relevant hashtags to your topic. Post high-quality images and video. Quality makes a big difference on Instagram, perhaps more so than all the other social media channels. If you have beautiful, interesting content, users will engage more. Use live video and pre-promote that live video. Users can comment and engage in real time, which again boosts visibility. Post when your users are most active. Users who are spending more time on Instagram scrolling are more likely to see a wider variety of content. Consider creating an Instagram pod. This is a group that boosts each other's engagement, which will help your content be viewed more often. See the resources section in the description for more about Instagram pods. Work with influencers and have them tag you as part of that collaboration. And finally, consider advertising. You can easily boost posts and take advantage of the same deep targeting that's available on Facebook while benefiting from the generally higher engagement that Instagram offers. I want to leave you with one last thought about the Instagram algorithm. At some point, it will probably change. Stay up to date on the news about the channel. The HubSpot marketing blog is a great way to do so since we regularly cover major social media updates. That way, when it does change, you can easily pivot and shake up your marketing strategy to match. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, the good news is that it's only a small slice of a much larger lesson I'm teaching on Instagram. Check out the link in the description to the complete and free course on the elements of a successful Instagram marketing strategy. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me today.